Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. Great game in store for y'all, and it's all up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Las Vegas Raiders and our home team. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swinging.
Now the Raiders ready in for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this in at the 25. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And they'll have first down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. McKinley Jackson, the one who got to him. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up first down. Motioning one of the tight ends. On first down, it's Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
How How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
He's on the move. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. He's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Dragons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. His return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Here he goes on the bootleg. He's got a man left, and they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain. You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Dragons take a 13-0 lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for Raiders first. They're throwing it. Looking for a target. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll try and throw it here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Now outruns their offense to take over. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives them the first. Gibbs now from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. They get 22 on that one. And that'll give them a first down. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Raiders take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jared Verse on the tackle. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Escapes out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. A.J. Cole on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Now this offense getting set to work here. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Micah McFadden able to make the play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They give to Gibbs on the option. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Again, it's Gibbs. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Another one for Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Got a man, Bowers has it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard.
From the 24. Complete here to Bowers. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be a first down. From the red zone now. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Dragons take a 20-zip lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes...
Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Looking to the air here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Has it at the 37. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dragons and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll give him a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. A give left side for Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Stroud. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
9 yards to go.
Back to throw, Stroud. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will add to their score.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Short pass brought in. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan. It's the Raiders looking at 3rd and 4. Setting up a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dragons and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Stroud throwing here on 1st. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Stroud. This ball's cut by Bowers. They pick up 20 yards there. And they're going to have a 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field,
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
He's on the move. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Motioning Chase left. Throw on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them at the 38. First down, Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Trying to work quickly now.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 1. Pass complete to Gibbs. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. We've reached halftime. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Escapes the pocket. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Stroud from the pistol. Catch is made in close. Touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Handoff here for Brooks. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Jared Verse on the tackle. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's going to throw this one. They bring the pressure. Down he goes. And And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. Taken right at the 40. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position. They'll go right side with Gibbs. Jukes out a one-stop. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give him a 1st down. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And they'll have 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Stroud now. He's got Bowers working the sideline. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, and keeping those feet in bounds.
From the gun, Stroud. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's another Tokyo 1st down.
Fullback trying to power it across. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough.
And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons trying to end this before the final quarter. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons continue piling onto this lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Raiders have their offense back out there. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Warren. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking for a throw here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Dragons and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air, Stroud. This one taken in by Chase. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Stroud. Completed to his running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Motion man right is Jefferson. Here's a give on the jet sweep. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. This is complete to Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's another Tokyo first down.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 16. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Stroud. This throw is cut. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
1st and goal, here's Gibbs. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. It'll be a pickup of 4, and they'll snap 2nd and goal from the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now try Gibbs again. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Stroud. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Dragons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons tack on 7 more to their lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Connecting on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Pass play now. Cut at the 20-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, they give to Brooks. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him a couple on the run, and they'll need the same here. 3rd and goal at the 2. Back to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Jack Campbell with the INT.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Running it with Gibbs.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 11. Sheds off a rusher. Still on his feet. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2 yards the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4. The Dragons getting their punter out there. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Raiders' drive is going to start deep on their own side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw now. Hits him on the in route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Raiders first down.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's complete to Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
On gain of 12. 1st down, Raiders.
They'll throw it again. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
1st down, Raiders.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Tokyo. Raiders just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders cut into the lead by another point.
Raiders 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Evans now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another one for Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now with 4 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap.
And 5.
Coming right is Gibbs. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line.